guys, welcome to another video. So in this one, I'm going to be reviewing the third and final issue of Batman Three Jokers by Jeff Jones, Jason Fabok and Brad Anderson. So if you like the video guys, be sure to subscribe, leave a like and also let me know your thoughts on the comic. I'd be happy to see it and see what the people think of it. Also, this video is going to have spoilers for like all three issues. The review is a bit late, so I just figured I'd go into full spoilers for it. So just kicking off, I actually really enjoyed this book. I thought it was such a great ending to the series and just an amazing series overall. I know it's had like a lot of mixed opinions on it and there's some people that don't like it and there's like a lot of people that love it and a lot of people that don't love it. But personally, I really enjoyed it and I actually think it's like as much as a good Joker story as The Killing Joke, and that's just my personal opinion. The first thing you notice in the book is the artwork, and that's amazing because the artwork is honestly so well done in this comic and I personally love it. Everything in it, like the attention to detail is amazing and every character just stands out and looks stunning. Like when you see the Joker, like the two Jokers in it, both of them are so easily distinguished from each other and you know exactly what one you're with at the time. So I thought that was really great. And also at the end, when you see like Joker's family from The Killing Joke and flashbacks of him from The Killing Joke, it looks almost identical and it's like amazingly done. It just looks a bit more modern, but overall it does look very identical to how it looked in The Killing Joke. So I thought that was all done extremely well and the colours just pop off the page. And Batman, Red Hood and Batgirl themselves all just look amazing in the book. And whenever you see the Batmobile just looks awesome when you see it like going through the streets of Gotham. It just looks like this like otherworldly car, but still the Batmobile, and I really love the look of it and I love the aesthetic of Gotham. And I just was a huge fan of how they used the colours in this because they kind of stuck to a precise colour palette and I thought it really worked because the colour palette they actually used like was the same one used in The Killing Joke. So I thought that was all done very well and honestly the artwork for this, I keep saying it, but it is just amazing. The story in this book as well is so well written and there's a lot of little great character moments between Batman, Red Hood and Batgirl, and you can just tell the amount of detail they've put into this and looking back in like past Batman comics throughout the years for it to have a huge impact on this comic. Even though it is a DC Black Label comic and it does stand on its own, it does feel like a direct sequel to The Killing Joke while also referencing events and like Death of the Family and The Killing Joke. It's all just done very well and you can see the impact that all of this is having on Jason because the fact that he's finding out there's like more and more Jokers around and he doesn't actually know what one killed him in A Death of the Family. It's just really well done and he really stands out in this comic and I feel like at times it does feel a bit like the main character and I actually really love that because personally I'm a huge fan of the Red Hood, so it was really great to see that. And Batgirl, she's got a great arc in this as well because you see her struggling with the fact that obviously this guy who has crippled her in the past is like still roaming about and just mocking her for it, and you can just see the toll that's having on it as a character. So all this causes friction between them two and Batman, and I thought that was done awesomely and I'm just a huge fan to see it all. The twist at the end of this as well I really loved because you find out that Joker's family is actually still alive and Batman knows Joker's real name, and I was a huge fan of that. And I know that was quite controversial for a lot of people because like Joker doesn't have a name, and the fact that they've given him like a direct origin, well this version of the Joker anyway, a direct origin. I know a lot of people weren't a fan of that, but personally I loved it because it felt like a direct sequel to The Killing Joke, and seeing his family alive is great because it adds this like new kind of fear you have because it's like if he finds him, what is he actually going to do? So I was a huge fan of all that and it was pretty cool seeing all these flashbacks because like I said, they all just looked identical to The Killing Joke and I thought that was awesome to see. My favourite part of this series is actually when they implement Joe Chill into it, and I know this is like really controversial for a lot of people, but I personally really enjoyed it. And it was to see him trying his best to apologise to Bruce Wayne about what happened, and when you find out why he done it and why he regrets it, it was just really heartbreaking to see. And like when you find out he's dying as well, and then the fact he was trying to get in touch with Bruce before he was dying, I thought that was done amazing, and I was just so happy to see that because it was really interesting. And I think it would be really cool if they actually implemented that in a film because I thought it was like awesome to see. And this scene at the end with him and Bruce in the hospital while he is dying, it was really heartbreaking because he's basically just apologising to Bruce Wayne saying why he done it and why he regrets what he done. So I thought that was all done amazingly well, and the fact that Joker knows Bruce Wayne is Batman and kind of says like but you think I wouldn't care. Like, I don't care that you're Bruce Wayne. If I had to out you as Bruce Wayne, you'd give up being Batman, and that would ruin my fun. So I thought that was like written very well when it came down to that aspect. It just kind of shows you the fact that so many villains would want to find out who Batman is, but Joker knows who he is, and he just doesn't care at all. So I was a huge fan of that aspect of it, and it kind of explained why he brought Joe Chill into it, because he knows that Joe Chill killed Thomas and Martha Wayne. So overall thoughts, I thought this was a great comic book, and I would highly recommend it to everyone. It's got a lot of great character moments. It's an awesome story, and the artwork is simply just amazing. Like, honestly, I can't recommend this enough to everyone. It feels like a sequel to The Killing Joke, and I'm a huge fan of The Killing Joke, so I was a huge fan of that too. And I would really say go and pick it up, whether digitally or if out your comic book shop, because it is such a great comic book. And if I was to give it a rating, I would definitely give it an A, because it's just that great. So guys, if you like the video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts on the Three Jokers book. I'd be really happy to see it, whether you loved it, hated it, or just thought it was okay. But yeah, also, I just want to say as well, go check out my Instagram page at Rogers Reviews, where I just keep up with daily content. I do daily reviews every day, and I've decided to do like a full rebranding. So instead of just doing comic books and comic related things, I just review any kind of movie, any kind of TV show, whatever. And I'm obviously still going to review comics. I do love comics, but it just gives me more to talk about. So yeah guys, be sure to check out my other videos if you haven't already. And also I'll see you in the next video, alright? Catch you.